Here are 6 mistakes when going vegan or plant-based, and we're going to discuss how to get started and how much effort it takes to avoid these mistakes to be successful in each step. Hi, I'm Carmen V. Luciano, and this is the Miscellaneous Vegan, where I share a little R&R, recipes, and reviews. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you like and subscribe for more recipes and reviews here in New York City and around the world. Welcome back to Coaching Mondays. Today's topic is 6 mistakes when becoming a vegan or becoming plant-based and trying to get your kitchen ready. Mistake number 1, throwing away all your bad food. Now, so if you haven't seen my video on did I lose 20 pounds in 20 days, I'm going to link it up here. And that video discussed the bad foods that I do have in my house. Even though it says vegan, it doesn't always mean that it's good for you. You have to check the nutrition label to see how much sodium, how much saturated fat. A lot of the vegan bad foods have a lot of sodium, which is not good for you. That's the first mistake, is throwing out all your bad food. The reason why it's a mistake, it's because you purchase those items because you like to eat them. And also, you're wasting money and food. So you can keep those snacks in your cupboard, in your pantry, and all you have to do is minimize the amount that you take each day. Instead of having an entire bag of chips, perhaps you can have a few in a napkin or in a bowl today, and then tomorrow you don't have any of the snacks. So it's just being mindful of the amount of junk food that you're eating. Now that we know that throwing it out is a mistake, how do we get started with moving towards becoming a vegan or plant-based? So you're going to want to not purchase those junk foods. You're going to want to slowly eat them throughout the week, throughout the days. Do not eat all your junk food in one day. Do not eat all the chips and the cookies and the snacks in one day. In moderation, be mindful, but don't throw them out. But then when we get to the part of shopping, you're going to want to not purchase those junk foods. You're going to want to replace it with fruits that you like and vegetables that you like. And how much effort does it take? It takes a lot of effort for you not to purchase those junk foods in the future. It's going to take a lot of willpower, but you have to remember that you set a SMART goal. And if you didn't set a SMART goal, I'm going to link that video down below on how to write your SMART goal. So you just want to focus on that SMART goal. You want to put it somewhere in your room, put it somewhere by the refrigerator, where you're going to remember that that SMART goal is the reason that you are not purchasing any more junk food. Now that you know not to purchase any more junk food, the second mistake is replacing the bad foods with fruits and vegetables you don't enjoy or you don't eat. So how do you get started? You get started by choosing the right fruits and vegetables that suit you. Whether you're allergic to certain fruits and vegetables, that's something you have to figure out. You have to go to your doctor and make that decision once you know what fruits and vegetables suit you. You don't want to buy all the fruits and vegetables that you see YouTubers say or vegans say. Buy your strawberries, buy your bananas, but perhaps you don't like bananas. Perhaps you don't like strawberries. So you have to decide what fruits and vegetables that you truly enjoy and begin there. If you don't like any fruits and vegetables, you're going to have to decide on one fruit and one vegetable, and then work your way up to 2 fruit and 2 vegetables, just gradually. Do not go to the supermarket and buy all the produce people tell you to purchase to make certain dishes. Decide what fruits and vegetables that you know you will eat and that you will enjoy. And how much effort will this take? This will take a lot of effort, because if you do not like fruits and vegetables, it will be difficult. You will have to start slow and then gradually go up. Remember that you have to put in the work to become a healthier you. Each step is going to require a lot of effort. The third mistake that most people make when becoming a vegan or plant-based is throwing out all your processed foods. Again, the reason you purchase your bad foods and your processed foods is because you enjoy eating them, correct? But we have to cut down on processed foods. Research has shown that bad foods and processed foods, especially processed foods, contain a lot of amount of sodium. And sodium is something you want to cut out of your diet. You don't want to intake too much sodium, because the body will store the sodium, will store the salt. And that is the reason some of us retain water, right? And that is the reason some of us have high blood pressure, right? And diabetes. It all begins with sodium. So processed foods have a lot of sodium. Only because you have them in the house doesn't mean for you to throw them out. What I want you to do is, I want you to gradually use them up. If you have your deli slices, have a sandwich today, and then 2 days from now, have your other sandwich. You want to slowly eat them in moderate portions, but try to minimize the purchase. I'm not going to tell you not to purchase any more processed foods because you are accustomed and you're trying to lean yourself towards a healthier you. So if you purchase 5 processed food items a week, then cut it down to 4, then to 3, then to 2, and gradually to none. That's what I want you to do. Focus on the effort it will take for you to gradually reduce your processed foods. Moving on to mistake number 4. So the fourth mistake when becoming a vegan or a plant-based eater is going shopping without a list or without a plan. How do you get started? So you have to go back to the steps on the processed foods that you like, the junk foods that you like, the fruits that you like, the vegetables that you like. You're going to want to set a meal plan, a schedule of what you're going to cook for that week, and then you're going to go shopping. If you're having trouble with deciding what meal plans to create for yourself, search on the internet. There's plenty of recipes. I will link below my website, and I have a meal plan that I created for the first week on my journey to losing the 30 pounds. Now, it took me some effort and some time to create this meal plan, so that's why I'm only selling it for $1. You can download that meal plan, or you can create your own based on what you prefer. And if you need help with that, I'll link my email below and you can email me and we can schedule a consultation. But remember, you want to focus on what you like to eat and what you enjoy, but never go shopping without a plan and a shopping list. In addition, sometimes you see YouTubers or cookbooks that tell you, buy this almond flour, this almond milk, buy coconut sugar, buy maple syrup. So do not purchase everything that is listed. Again, you have to have a plan and a list because you're going to purchase all these items and they're going to be sitting in your fridge and they're going to go stale and you're going to have to throw them out. So that's a waste of time and a waste of money. So make sure you go shopping with a list and with a plan. The plan will include the foods that you will enjoy and foods that have been proven that taste good. Because remember, there's a lot of recipes out there, but then when you try it, it's not all that great. And you just wasted time, money, and effort. So make sure that you know the ingredients you're putting into the food are items that you enjoy to eat. I'm telling you this because I've made those mistakes when I first became vegan. Trying all these recipes, buying all these supplies, buying everything that they tell me to, oh, this is how you're going to become vegan. Buy this, buy that, buy that. And then I make the dish and it's disgusting to me or it's really bad. So that is why I try the recipes, and the recipes I put on my YouTube channel are recipes that I really enjoy, that I test them out with my family and with my 17-year-old son. So if he says it's good, then I know it's good and you guys will enjoy it. So the fifth mistake that most people make when becoming a vegan or plant-based is buying all the tools that they tell you to buy. You need a blender, you need a food processor. You will need some of those items, but remember, you don't have to go and spend money and buy all those items. You might be able to use whatever you have in your kitchen. If you have a blender, that's going to work. If you have a food processor, that also is going to work. Those are the top 2 items that you really need when you're becoming a vegan. It's a blender and a food processor. And of course, sharp knives, which you already have if you're always cooking, right? So don't go buying new gadgets because it's more convenient. Don't go buy a NutriBullet when you have a blender. But if you choose to, then do so. But it's not necessary. And the last mistake that most people make when becoming a vegan or becoming plant-based is losing focus. What happens is that again, a lot of people begin this journey without having a plan, without having a SMART goal. So your SMART goal is what's going to help you to remain focused. You're going to want to place it somewhere. You're going to want to have a journal, a planner, somewhere where you could put in your calendar every day, letting you know this is the steps I need to take to remain focused in my journey. Okay? You're gonna want to also maybe write it out or print it out and put it by your refrigerator, as I mentioned earlier. That's how it's gonna help you to stay focused. Every day you're gonna want to journal it in. I keep track of what I eat now. I keep track of my exercise. I keep track of my beverages. And the only thing I've been really drinking is water. You're going to want to drink a lot of water. But always try to remain focused because you have an end goal. and you want to make it there. Even if you have setbacks throughout the journey, that's okay. It happens. Remember, we discussed this during the SMART goals lesson. And if you didn't see how to create your SMART goal, I'm going to link it down below. So those are the 6 mistakes that most people make when becoming a vegan or plant-based. Always remember to try to remain focused and steady to maintain each step along your journey to becoming a healthier you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below or send me an email. I will link my email below. In addition to, please sign up for your 30-minute consultation. In this 30-minute consultation, we will discuss every step that you need to help you meet your SMART goal. And if you don't need a one-to-one coaching, there's plenty of resources that you can find on my website, which I will link below. Just try to remain focused and dedicated to your goal. And always remember, sweeties, be real, not perfect. Bye.